Mutalisk build, and the Zealots look like they are pushing out now. They are heading out. I don't know if there's any Archons with them. Maybe he didn't even go with the Archons. I did see the Templar Archives, but I don't know if he morphed any Archons or if those are just straight up speed lots. And I'd like to see this, but not seeing. And Zizou sees this, and he's throwing down a couple of second colonies here at his third base, but they're not going to be in time, though. Absolutely not going to be in time. This is way late, and that is going to be a group of Zealots, and that Zealots is going to do a ton of damage here. They've taken down a drone already, taking down a second drone, and they're going to get in here and stop the second colonies from going up. Some Zerglings coming in as well to try and deal with this. 3 or 4 Mutalisks as well. The 3 or 4 Mutalisks are going to be able to eventually take them down, but they just are not going to do damage fast enough to the Zealots before the Zealots do their damage. They've already killed most of the drones, and the second colony is going down as well. There are still a lot of Zealots left. That second colony is going down. All those drones are going to go down as well, and he might even be able to do some more damage. He's going for the evolution chamber now, just going to go try and take more and more tech out, going to stop the upgrades of Zizou, and every building is like killing a drone as well. So there goes the evolution chamber. Almost all of the Zealots are dead here. Zerglings popping out now for Zizou. Those 2 hatcheries there at the base, but he looks like he is going to be able to fend this off. But that's a good attack by Racquetball, taking down the 2 Sunkens, the evolution chamber, another 4 or 5 drones. So that was pretty effective for him, and that gave him time now. Got a little bit of an advantage there, and then he produced these Archons as well. And Racquetball now mining out that top right mineral patch by that temple. He's going to try and take that top right expansion as well. And Zizou coming in with his Mutalisk, chasing those Zealots all the way home. And Archon is there for Racquetball, so Zizou's got to be careful that he doesn't take too many hits from the Archon. The Archon trying to get there, but it's getting blocked by everything. The Archon does finally get on one of the Mutalisks, and it goes down. And it does look like this is going to be an ineffective attack from Zizou. The Zerglings just did not do enough damage, did not last long enough against all those cannons, and Zizou did a good job of pulling back his Mutalisk as fast as he could, and he's not really paying attention here. He's going to lose 2 Overlords just because he's not paying attention again, unfortunately, and he's just going to lose those 2 Overlords and lose a lot of side production there, which is very, very unfortunate to him. Careless mistake by Zizou, letting those 2 Overlords, moving them into Racquetball's natural and just letting them die. That was unfortunate for him, absolutely. More gateways going up for Racquetball. A lot of gateways up for Racquetball. I hope. Looked like one of those Templar might have actually been caught there in the middle. Maybe couldn't get out. I hope not. I hope it can get out, but did look a little bit questionable there. That Nexus is almost down, 147 health. So if Zizou can get a decent force up, he might be able to go and snipe that Nexus real fast. Just with you could probably do that just with Zerglings, just with 12 or 20 Zerglings, you could probably take that down. 4 more Zealots for Racquetball coming here to this third base again. Gonna bother these drones. Haven't gotten a kill yet. Oh, here comes some more Zealots and some more Archons. So this was a pretty solid push actually here. And those Archons are going to chase away the Mutalisks. Some Lurkers here and the Zerglings. The Lurkers are burrowing right now. And no observers yet for Racquetball. I didn't even see a robotics facility. But that's a pretty big force for Racquetball, killing all of the drones again. And he's going to keep this third base from doing much of any good for Zizou. Zizou has not been able to get the economic advantage out of that third base. Racquetball setting up his third base at the same time here. The hatchery is going to go down for Zizou, and 1 lurker is left, but or 2 lurkers actually are left for Zizou. So he's going to be able to clean this up, and Racquetball trying to run away now with his force. He's going to try and save that Archon. I don't know. Ooh, gets away, loses all of his shield, but it still has 9 health left. So that Archon, if it survives, that is a big save, keeping that Archon alive. Even though it has no shields, it will recharge its shield, and every unit for him that can hit air is going to be big for Racquetball with those Mutalisks in the air. He's going to need as many Archons staying alive as he can, because all he's got other than that is Zealots and some cannons. He's setting up a big wall at the top right. He's setting up, that looks like 7 cannons around a pylon. So he is really going to be defending that top right base from any sort of ground attack. However, it is going to be vulnerable to Mutalisk harass. He could go for the mineral lines, then the mineral lines will not be protected. They will be dependent upon Archon protection from the lower area to protect it. And a robotics facility going up for Racquetballs, but it's going to be a while before he gets observers. I don't know if Zizou knows this. He might want to go for more lurkers here. Dragoon finally produced for Racquetball as well, finally deciding to mix up his army a little bit more, get a little bit more variety. And Zizou coming in here for a little bit of an attack here, using those lurkers, and the fact that Racquetball doesn't have any observers to maximum advantage, trying to draw Racquetball into those lurkers. Those lurkers are really what's letting him do this, because really he has an inferior army, to tell you the truth. But because of no observers, it's going to work in his favor. And Racquetball now is trying to get Zizou like smushed in between the cannons and his reinforcing forces at his natural and his main army force. And actually his main army is going to move out now. He's going to go out for another attack. Racquetball playing very, very aggressively here, allowing Zizou to put the contain on him, and at the same time just going for a straight up attack, and ZeZu just morphed a ton of Hydros into lurkers, so at the moment he's got no forces really here, and he's going to go back for the third base, and he's going to do massive amount of damage again. I don't think there's any forces really at that third base, and he's going to be able to do a lot of damage before the lurkers morph, and once they do, he's just going to run away real fast, and he's just going to see how much damage he can do right here, right now. And there's no forces there at that third base at all. And this is bad news again for ZeZu. ZeZu's going to lose this hatchery. He's lost a couple more drones again. This is really bad for ZeZu. ZeZu has just falling behind here. Racquetball has his third base up and running, and ZeZu is just falling behind all over the place. The lurker's finally coming in for ZeZu. He probably will be able to clean this up, but he is going to lose that hatchery. He's going to lose this entire third base. That is absolutely terrible for ZeZu. He's in huge trouble in this game. He has done no damage to Racquetball, and Racquetball has just kept up the pressure the whole time. And this is just about game, I have to say already for ZeZu. He can almost GG now. He's got a big force right now. If he can try and if he can get a good attack here, maybe he can keep himself in the game. But he's gonna need to do a lot of damage with this force of lurkers and Hydralis. And I gotta think that Racquetball is gonna be prepared for this. He's gonna have some Zealots. He's gonna have a lot of Templar, I would hope, and be ready with some storms. Actually, no Templar have been produced. This is just Zealots and Dragoons, and against lurkers and Hydralis, Zealots and Dragoons without any Templar reinforcement are not very ideal, I have to say. So we'll see what happens here. Oh no, those lurkers getting caught without any forces to back them up. Several lurkers going down, unfortunately, without any backups here. Almost all of the lurkers going down. There's only about 4 left. That was very unfortunate for ZeZu again. If he had been able to keep his main force with the lurkers there and been able to fight with his entire army, he probably could have won that battle, or at least forced Racquetball back into his base. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to do that, and I think he's going to lose this game here pretty soon. His Hydros are not going to be able to match the Dragoons, and the Dragoons are going to be able to take down the lurkers without too big of a problem here. Yeah, only 1 lurker left here, and ZeZu is just dead in the water at this point. He's not going to be able to do any more damage, and looks like he's setting some Zerlings up to try and reinforce and try and break this defense of Racquetball, but Racquetball's got this pretty much locked up, and ZeZu GG's. That's GG. Racquetball takes the first weekly tournament, SC2GG tournament weekly #1 on June 6th. Racquetball is the winner, 2-0 over ZeZu. So after the June 8th tournament, we will have Racquetball and a winner from that June 8th tournament to face off for a BlizzCon ticket. So, good game by Racquetball, good attempt by ZeZu. He does have another chance, I guess it would be tomorrow, or June 8th, whatever. He does have another chance to try and get back into this and try and win a BlizzCon ticket. And if anyone else is interested, go to SC2GG.com and you can go see the rest of the tournament bracket and join in if you'd like. This is DejaVu, and good games.